Welcome back to my perfectionists, self-doubters, and fear of failure folks. This is part two of the how to deal with lead generation, pushing all of your buttons. I am Mary Kravitz, founder of Simply Get Clients, where we train coaches how to attract clients without social media. So in part one, I really was seeking to normalize just how lead generation can push all these buttons that we have. It's not you, it's what you're going to experience. So in this video, I'm going to try to keep it quite concise, but I want to talk about how to move through these things. Here are a couple of tips of how to move through your buttons being pushed and still get out there and grow your business anyway. Now, I have to tell you, I could go on and on and on because this is basically what I do with our clients all day long, every day, every week. But I'm going to try to keep it tight here. Now, one thing to note here is that it's not like I have three tips and one is for perfectionism and one is for fear of failure. This is kind of like blanket solutions that help you move through it all. And you'll lean more into one than into others at different times. And I'll leave that to in your capable hands. All right, but let me just go through a few things. So number one, remember that specificity is your friend. Any wiggle room in your plan, in your action plan, that's where self-doubt creeps in. That's where you suddenly see, oh, this is, look, I'm not moving forward. That's proof this isn't going to work. I'm going to fail. It lets your perfectionism in to start tweaking and making changes before you're ready. So specificity, and there's four areas that I want you to think about being specific. Number one is what to do. And when I say what to do, I mean lead generation action specifically. An action sounds like go to a networking event. It's not network. What does that mean? Your brain needs specificity. So, what to do, where to go, where are you going to go? Are you going to go online? Are you going to go to a conference? Are you going to go to a coffee with a center of influence? Where are you going to go? What are you going to say? What is the conversation going to look like? How, when someone says, "What do you do?" How do you express the value of what you do? And I know, like, I'm simplifying this way down, and I know these are big questions, but here's the thing: is that building a coaching business, there's specificity to it in order to be successful, and there's a lot of different details to it. So I know I'm giving broad answers here, but if you have already learned a bit about lead generation, then I want you to just really pull in, not give yourself wiggle room, and get specific in these areas. So, second thing is what to say. Third thing is what to do, where to go, what to say. Oh, I already went through three of them. Excellent. So, what to do, where to go, and what to say. And then the last one is when to do it. This is one of the biggest disconnects I see is when people are they have this perfect list of things and they get very specific, but it isn't given space, protected space in your calendar. So the big first concept is to get specific about what to do, where to go, what to say, and when to do these things. Don't give yourself wiggle room for your perfectionism, your self-doubt, all of those things to worm their way in. All right, second thing is track, because most of the work that you're going to do is not going to turn into business. And I sound like such a Debbie Downer for that, but again, normalized hopefully in video one is most of the work is not going to turn into end results. I want you to think about two things here with tracking is that you want to celebrate results, but you also have to appreciate your efforts. And that's what tracking is really allowing you to say, look, I'm not sitting around doing nothing. I'm doing these things. And so it helps you appreciate what you're doing, notice what you're doing, tells the truth of what you're doing, because maybe you aren't putting enough effort into it. The tracking, the numbers will tell the truth about that. And what it develops into, what's very exciting, is when you put the effort into your business, specific effort into your business consistently over time, what you will start to notice is patterns. Here's where my clients are coming from. Here's the lead generation strategy that works best for me. Here's where I'm most comfortable. Here's where the people are most drawn to me. And you get to create a tighter and tighter formula, that refinement over time because of the tracking. ultimately, specificity and tracking means you will get to be doing less of things you don't like to do, less things that are a waste of time, and more focus on just the things that are working. Ooh, sounds good, right? All right. And the third thing is, and this is okay. So third thing is really support. Like make sure that you are not expecting yourself to know how to track and get specificity if you have never learned it. I was speaking to a prospective client the other day, and she's like, I said, what do you think is getting in the way? She goes, I really just need to buckle down and do the work. And I said, okay, what is your background in knowing what work to do? And she just was like, oh, wait, I don't have a background. I never learned this. So, this is the third thing. And getting support is all about recognizing that you may be putting a lot of pressure on yourself to execute something and work hard at something that you haven't been taught. And this is one of those invisible obstacles people don't see. I did a whole video on invisible obstacles a while ago. And it's one of those things that is so subtle, but it can keep coaches stuck for a long time. So recognizing, do I have the skill set? Do I have these things, or do I need support? And of course, my door is always open for support. If you go to my website, simplygetclients.com, I do a monthly workshop on finding your best lead generation path without social media, of course. And it's free. I offer CCEs for it. So it's kind of like a great introduction to this idea of client generation, the specificity, the tracking, and so forth. All right. So wrapping up here, I hope this is helpful. If your buttons are being pushed around perfectionism or fear of failure, or what was the third one? Self-doubt. I've got all my little notes down here. If any of those buttons are being pushed, key things to remember. Number one is that this is going to happen. I mean, it still happens for me. And these tips that I've given you, this is number two, being specific, um, getting support, tracking. Those are the things that counterbalance all those buttons being pushed so that you can keep moving forward with your coaching business, making an impact, making an income, having a lifestyle of freedom. So I hope this helps. Let me know how it goes.